Okay, today is February the 7th, 2011, and we're at the garage of Bob+Curwin from Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada. And Bob, how old are you now?
I'm 77.
And when were you first diagnosed? About how many years ago?
About 19 years ago.
So you're in your mid to late 50s when you were first discovered. When you think back, Bob, what's the first things you remember happening that caused you some suspicion?
Well, shaky. Hands were shaky, and I was slowing down a lot.
What type of work did you do, Bob?
I was in telecommunications.
Okay, what was your role?
Well, I started off as an installer. We installed the electronic equipment.
Yes.
And I later on became a supervisor. And I didn't work with the equipment, but I worked with the men that did.
Okay, so it was very technical then, your work, was it?
Yes, it was.
Good show. So did you stay working for quite a while after you discovered that you had Parkinson's?
No, I had already quit work.
Okay, you retired?
Yeah, because they retired me.
Okay.
So because of that, I wasn't ready to quit work.
Yeah. So
I went to work with another fellow and I. We did 110 Bank of Nova Scotias. We put in their computer system for them.
Wow.
And following that, they called me back to work with the company that I was with, CNCP Telecommunications.
Yes.
And they called me back, and I worked for them for another 2 years.
Now, you've got an interesting hobby here. Tell us about your hobby. How did you get into it? First of all, tell the people what's this all about here.
These are old trunks that I gather at auction sales, or maybe somebody has one and they want to sell it to me.
Yeah.
So I just play with them. I strip them down. They're pretty ratty looking when I get them. But I strip them down and clean them up. I line most of them with new wood. But they're great things for storage.
Now, there's different ones. There's one right beside you that you have the lid up on there, kind of a bluish or a purplish one. How old would that be, roughly?
Oh, that's probably 80 years old.
Do you remember any interesting stories? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them here. Is there any particular story about one that you can share with the people?
Well, some of them are a lot harder to do than others. I can tell you that. But
what causes them to be harder to do? Is it because they're in such rough shape?
Yeah, they're hard to clean.
Okay. Tell us about this one right here in front there.
This one here was covered in canvas.
Oh my soul, it's beautiful today.
So the canvas was ratty looking, so I had to clean it off, and I sand them, and I line the inside with clean wood, except for that one over there is paper.
Yes.
Most of my first trunks were paper.
Now, what do you do with them after you finish them?
I sell them, or I give them to the family.
Oh, good show.
I've given them more away than I've sold, I think.
Where does this one come from? That one intrigues me, that small one. Where did that come from? That looks quite old.
Yeah. Oh, I got it from a dealer in Rexton.
Okay.
I got it from him, and it was pretty bad shape. But I have to buy my nails and parts in the States.
Okay.
There's nobody in Canada that sells them. Like, I have to get brass nails. I can't use steel nails. Because you have to curl them back into the wood.
So you don't see them? So
you don't see them.
That is a craft in itself. No, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So Bob, getting back to Parkinson's, if somebody's newly diagnosed out there, do you have a message for somebody that you'd like to convey to them about your journey and what advice you might have to offer them?
Well, I look at it this way. Parkinson's is a disease. It captured part of my brain, but I got more brain left than it had.
That's beautiful. Now I'm just going to take a pan around, take some pictures of your work here. Go to pan in close. This is beautiful, Bob. That's a gorgeous one right there. That little one. It's a good size. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.